Oh man, there we go. Hello and welcome to the Herpreneur Talks Talk Show. I am Torri Hammond, your host. I am so sorry we have been having technical difficulties as we try to get ourselves together to get this talk show broadcast going. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you guys for being so patient. Uh, This is in the Herpreneur Network. We believe in fixing crowns and maintaining them. We are led by our servant leader, Dr. Nikki Ziegler. And this is an amazing network. And today I have the pleasure of interviewing one of Ambassador Sisters, Jerica Watson. So excited to introduce you guys to Jerica. I again want to thank you guys for tuning in. Want to make sure that you guys can hear me, see me okay. Unfortunately, I'm so sorry I'm having technical difficulties, but let's get to the comments. I see a hello. Yes. Can you guys hear me, see me as well as we move forward? So hello. I am in Charleston, South Carolina. Chime in and tell me where you are watching from. Are any of my Herbassador sisters in the building? Are any of my Herbassador sisters in the building? Let me know, guys, if you are here. Pop in the chat. Let me know that you are here with us. I'm super excited to bring to you my Herbassador sister, Jerica Watson. All right, guys. So at this, bring her on. Let me bring her up.
Hi.
Oh man, hopefully it will work itself out.
It says I'm in the
Let's
show.
See. Hey, Jamila. Hey, Keisha. Hey, Jaquise. Hey, sis. Jerica, give me 1 second. I am working on bringing you up. My computer
It
is
says I'm
not letting
up.
me be great on today. There she goes. Okay, give it just a second. Can you hear me?
Yes. Travel. Yes. Can you hear me?
Yep, I can hear you. How are you doing today?
I am doing fabulous. You look amazing. I'm so excited to
Still
be
waiting
here.
for. Thank you. I had a photo shoot today, and so this is why I have on some extra makeup. I can't see you. I just want to make sure. Can we see Jerica, guys? Can we see her?
I see
There we
you.
go. There we go. There goes your beautiful face. Hey, you're looking girl. Listen, so
Hey.
cute. So welcome. Okay, perfect. So welcome. So excited to have this chat with you on tonight, my sis. I am so excited about this. And to tell us about a little bit about you, who you are, what do you do? Like, what is your business? Tell us about Jerica.
Yes. Hi. I'm so excited to be here with you, Tori. I really am. I don't know how or what was going on today, but it's just been an awesome time to be with you today. So I'm really excited. But my name's Jerica. I am the very proud owner of Magic Scents by J. Joe Candle Co., where we specialize in aromatherapy fragrances as well as skin safe candles. I absolutely love our brand just because not only is it one that's family oriented, but it's also good for you. So I really, I that's just me. I have a candle company. Me and my oldest daughter actually run it together. So it's a very interesting endeavor there. But besides that, I absolutely love the journey that we're on with our company and our brand. I have two daughters who the company comes from. That's Jaden, and Joe comes from Journey, which is my youngest daughter.
All right. So what okay, candles like oh
I'm sorry. What'd you say? You're it broke up a little bit.
I said what got you into making candles? How did you come into that whole process of making candles?
So my girls are 10 years apart. And when Journey was born, Jaden was 10. And me and Jaden had been together forever, like as long as she know. Well, it was a disconnect there when I got Journey because as a single mom again, it was just a time period where I was trying to figure out how to live, this new life that I was embarking on. And me and her had a disconnect. And during the disconnect, she had a downfall in her mental health. And so in order for us to kind of reconnect, I was trying to get to her level. I was like, what do you like to do? What was something that you would like to do? And so we tried doing slime. And I hated it. I don't like mess. And slime can be very messy in the beginning before you get it all together. And so I didn't like the process. We went to Hobby Lobby actually and came across the candle aisle and noticed that, all the stuff was there. And I was like, it's kind of the same process, it's liquid and then it turns hard. Like, let's try this out. And so we ended up trying out the candles. But when we first started out, I focused on aromatherapy scents that would make you happy and give you uplifting vibes. And we literally talked the whole time. Like we would talk, we would make candles and we would talk. And it was kind of like a therapy for us. And that's where it all started, really. It was just, doing something together, trying to reconnect.
That's awesome. And so basically, what you're saying is you took something out of nothing. You base and you tapped in with your daughter, and then out of it, you birthed a business. That
Yes.
is amazing. And so, how has it been going? Like, how has it been going? How is it working with your daughter?
Whew, it has been a growing process for us. She used to be like the silent,
I
partner
bet.
that just helped me. And now she has opinions and suggestions. And it's just a whirlwind, especially when we're coming up with a new line. We actually were originally Magic Scents by J. Joe. And just this year, we rebranded to J. Joe Candle Company. And so even just doing that was, different for us because I'm like, I got to ask her, and I got to get her opinion and stuff. And so, going through that, going back and forth with the name, trying to make sure that we both, loved it because when I tell you this girl is amazing when it comes to describing what we have and what the attributes of it is and selling it and
Wow.
being able to convey that to another person. She's so knowledgeable about our brand, and I needed her to be able to feel the same way about the J. Joe brand as she did about Magic Sense because that was her original name. It came from her. She chose Magic Sense originally. So just small stuff like that has changed. Getting her opinion, her looking up things and being knowledgeable about the different scents and the different mixtures of blends and stuff. That's been changing. Journey has actually started doing more with the business. She does our labeling now. So she loves stickers. So I was like, well, hey, let's get her in there. So she
Okay.
puts the labels on the candles. And so it's really one of those things that as she's growing, we are maturing together in the company, in the brand. And it's a great process. I've been really enjoying it. I've been loving her growth and her input.
Awesome. 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 And you guys actually travel that nature. And so how is that like just juggling all of that with her? I know for me, with my product line, when I do things like that and I take my girls, it is definitely a challenge just to keep them occupied and get them involved. But it's her company. She's part
Yes.
owner. And
Yes.
so how is that? Like you're raising a responsible child. Listen, you're teaching her the ways of an entrepreneur. How is she adjusting to that?
Okay, she loves to travel. Absolutely loves to travel. So any opportunity we have, she's like, "Mom, we're going. Like we're going, and we got to do this. We're gonna do these shows, and then we're gonna go." And I'm like, "Okay, let me look at because I look at the books, So she's always down to travel. She's so well behaved, and my youngest daughter, being that we've basically done shows around town and things of that nature her whole life, she already gets in like this show mode. When we show up, and she knows, and it's so funny because we always carry a tote, right? So Journey's, when she was like what, not even a year old when we first did the first show. So her place is the tote. So the first thing we do when we get to the show is we empty the tote onto the table, and then Journey climbs in the tote, and that's where she stays the show. And so it's funny that
Ugh.
you mentioned, because we just did a show, and we just did a show Friday and Saturday. But Friday she was with us, and Journey climbed in the tote, and no one knew she was there until we were leaving. And when she climbed out of the tote, and I was like, we're gonna have to get Journey a bigger tote because she's getting bigger now. But that's the whole thing about them, is I think being that they grew up doing this, like Jaden grew up, from her adolescence into, teenage years, doing the candles and traveling doing the candles. And Journey has, same thing, adapted. We have a very good dynamic when we go to shows. Jaden knows exactly what she's going to do. She's very well at setting up. We've done so many that she just automatically gets this vision, and she's like, this is how we're doing it. And she's just amazing all around, you
That's so
know from the
good.
traveling experience. And it's just great. It's great to do it with them, because they're like on business mode when we get there.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. And so so you work a regular job
Oh
and
yeah.
you run, right? And so
Yes.
how is that as an entrepreneur, as a business owner? I know that you are very serious about your business, all down to every single little detail about it. And so tell us, how do you manage business balance?
So for me, it's always important to choose jobs, because choose jobs that can work around my schedule. So when Journey was smaller, up until this year, actually, I worked from home. So it was very easy for me to do both. It was very easy for me to balance, because
Okay.
I was at home where I also make my product. So I was never having any issues, as far as that. Now that Journey's older, she's in school now, and I chose to go outside of the house, which I lost 30 pounds though, so I'm happy. But going outside of the house, I had to choose the same thing. I had to make sure that the business that I chose to work for, because that's what I did, was going to be able to manage my schedule with my children as well as with my business. So going in, first thing was, hey, what is going to be my schedule? I have to have a set schedule. I don't do alternate schedules. I have to have set days off. I have to have set vacation times
Right.
through the year. So that comes in from pre-planning as well. So we have our whole year planned out for the out of town shows and the in town shows, so that I know how to set up my vacation time as well as our vacations too.
Nice.
So it's just when you're choosing a job, when you have to juggle your business, and you just have to have that, the if the job can respect your business, it makes it a lot easier for you to continue to grow your business while you're basically firing yourself from it. And so going in knowing that, having that mentality, My managers are very supportive, especially because I have the vacation time.
That's good.
So yeah, so that's important. It's important to have that. And if I didn't, I can't do alternate days. I have to have the set days off, and they're respectful of that. And I've had that since I began working.
That's good that you were able to, set that standard, when you started working because it don't work that way for everybody.
That's true. That's true. But
Need
you
to
know what?
incorporate
I
that.
got a God. I tell
Yeah,
you,
that's really
God is
good.
so good to me. God is so good to me. I promise you. I give him all the glory and the praise on that, because I literally don't. I do know that. I do know that. I know that, there's jobs that'll be like, well, we don't want you or whatever. But for me to be able to find a job, quickly, and say, hey, this is what I need, and this is what I'll give you in return, and they welcome that, that's a blessing. That was God leading me. And so yeah,
Right,
that's that's the goal right there, is to let
right.
God lead.
Okay. So we got a comment that your candles smell so good.
Thank
And so,
you.
like, do you guys create fragrances? Do you mix things to make things smell really good? Is there like a science to what you guys do to make these candles smell so good?
Yes, I will say yes to all of that. We make sense. We shop with a wholesaler that supplies clean fragrance oils, which means they're chemical free and you don't have any kind of additives in them. And so, with us doing that, we're able to make the skin safe candles. And also, we do decide on the scents as far as what can they give us. Like, we have a scent that's called Dig Deep, and it has oak moss and amber in it. Well, amber is a nice sweet smell, where oak moss is really potent. But oak moss is
Wow.
good for sinus and congestion. It's good for relieving that. And when you inhale it, it helps to break up mucus and those things. And so, being that, that scent does that, but it can also smell good, adding the amber. That is things that we do, things like that, in order to make our brand stand out and be different, but
Okay.
still keep the smell good factor. So yeah, so that is one thing we do, and I'm glad you mentioned that, because I actually wrote a book on how to do what I do, and I'm really excited about coming out with
Nice.
it.
Got it.
Yes. And I'm very excited about it. I work with some amazing people, including Sonia Pelton Sams, who was on here, I think, last week, to make it what it is. And I'm very, very proud of the book. And I'm really excited about it. We'll be on Amazon really soon. So I'm really excited about that. And I do mean in like the next couple weeks, because we're finished. I'm just getting everything launched. So definitely make sure, if you're not on our website, guys, you get on
Congratulations.
there,
That's
follow
awesome.
us on Facebook so you can
Yeah.
be there to get the book.
So congratulations again. I think that's going to be super exciting to, have something that people can physically have in their hands that can teach them really about what it is that you do and how you do it. So I think it's going to be a really good tool. But you mentioned
Oh, I didn't break up. What is this? I mentioned, Tori, I think I lost you. It stopped. Tori, you froze. Oh, I think Tori got kicked off the show. She will be back. She'll definitely be back. I think she's just having some technical difficulties on her end. And I can't read the comments. Well, I guess while we're waiting on Tori to come back, I will say that I'm excited to be here, and our social media is all J. Joe Candle Co. You can visit us on our website at www.jjoecandleco as well. And we have a variety of products. We have 8 major scents that are on our site right now that you can check out. And also, we have these amazing discovery boxes, which hold 6 of our scents in them. You get 6 different scents to sample and try out. So I really love those boxes. Actually, I have a box. So let me show you guys. So this is one of our discovery boxes here. As you can see, it holds 6 different scents, and you get one of these, and they're $20 on our website. So you can visit our website and get them there as well. Oh, Tori is coming back. Tori is
Listen,
back. Yay! Hi, Tori.
we are going to conquer. We are going to conquer.
Always
this.
listen. I ad-libbed while you were gone. We were
Thank
talking
you.
about the products. You are perfectly fine.
Awesome. We are going to conquer this. Listen, the devil is a liar. We got this. All
We
right, guys.
always got this. Yes.
So I think this is going to be much better. I think I'm good to go moving forward. So this is good. All right.
Okay.
So you talked about your products. All right. So I want to talk
Yeah,
about
I
this
was telling them
collaboration that
about
you.
the website.
Okay.
Yeah, I told them about the
Okay.
website and about one of
Awesome.
my favorite products that we have is our discovery box.
Okay. All right. So you talked about a collaboration a little bit ago with one of
I
your
did.
herpreneur sisters. So let's talk about the herpreneur network. So I came to
Yes.
know I came to know this network from hearing your beautiful, amazing voice when you headed up business check-in. And so I literally love the way that you were able to communicate with the crowd, keep everybody, listen, comfortable and in tune what was going on through check-in. And so tell us about your journey to becoming a part of the Herpreneur Network, and what does that mean to your business and your movement and your growth as an entrepreneur?
Okay, so the Herpreneur Network came about from I think it was back. It was I know it was like COVID, like right around COVID time. And Dr. Nikki, who I've known since I was like 14, I think it was about 14, 13, 14 years old. I met Dr. Nikki at a church that me, her, and Coach Angie went to together. And yes, I will tell you guys more about the book in 1 second. So we met because she came in, her and her husband was there, and they basically like ran all of our media for the church.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I used to watch her. She had 2 daughters then, just two. She had Chelsea and Kanaya, and I
Uh-huh.
would watch them in the children's church or whatever because we
Okay.
basically lived there. But
Wow.
I always followed her. We used to always stay connected off and on throughout the years. And she inboxed me one day a flyer, join the Herpreneur Network. And I'm like, sure. It's like $50. I'm like, sure, I'll do it. I literally just signed up and had no clue what I was doing, but I trust her opinion and um I trust her opinion and I trust her guidance. It didn't even matter. As if she said, if she said it was something that's going to be great, of course I want to be part of it. I'll support you. And I've always supported her throughout the years. All the things that she's always done, I've loved to watch her grow. And so when she said it, I was like, whatever, I'll come. Sure, I'm coming. But it didn't really hit me, I don't think, until the Strong Her retreat. I
Wow.
went to the Strong Her retreat and my whole life changed in 3 days.
Wow.
I really understood love and how someone could love you without knowing you, how someone could speak life into you. It was just so powerful that it just totally changed my whole world and my whole perspective. I came back from that retreat and I was like, whatever I got to do to get my business to the next level, I'm going to do it. and it launched from there. I started business check-in because Coach Nikki said, let's I did one at night. It was one I did at night.
Okay.
And it was only supposed to be like 30 minutes, I didn't do Clubhouse. I always had a voice that people told me it didn't sound good and people didn't want to hear me talk. So
What? Are
yes,
you
yes, my whole life,
serious?
yes. Like even at church, they didn't let me answer the phones because they said I had a baby voice and it wasn't a receptionist, so they moved me to the bookstore or something. So like
No
anyway,
way.
that's neither here nor there. But I was totally scared to do it, but I did it. I stepped out and I did it, and it was like 100 people came in that night. And I was like,
Wow.
and that was when there wasn't like metrics that you could see unless you like was a part of the staff, the member, thing. And Dr. Nikki was like, you had like 100 people in there. I was like, no. I was like, but I was trying to figure out why we were still there at 10 o'clock and I was asleep. But long story short, she was woke up. We woke up one morning. She asked me to do it. She said, let's do it at 6. And I was like, oh God. I was like, fine, I'll do it. So we did it at 6. Both of us was, it worked. It went great. But 7 o'clock was the time. So we ended up moving it to 7, and it just grew. And I think hosting that room helped me to open up, open up, stop muzzling my mouth, talk more, um, have more confidence in myself. And I think being a part, or actually, I know being a part of the network keeps me accountable. God, it's you're there. We are always challenging each other. We're always doing something. We're always moving to next
Yeah.
levels and being a part of different things. And you know, how can you not grow in an environment like that? It's like
Right.
a doggone breeding ground for amazing things. Like it's just
That,
like it's flourished, and God really moves. And I feel like, it's a safe place. You're covered. Being an entrepreneur, being a single mom, um, I got a lot of stuff I shouldn't have statistically. Okay, let's just say that. And the devil comes in all kinds of ways, and
that.
when you don't have a covering, when you don't have a covering, I mean, imagine having, and this, having people pray for you constantly every single day, being in someone's mouth, there's someone lifting you up constantly every single day. That changes the whole war that you're battling. It changes it to a whole nother level. It gives you so much, like I got my lions behind me, like I got my
Okay.
people behind me. You know what I'm saying? So
Okay.
that's kind of the Herpreneur network for me.
That's awesome. And
And I
especially
mean
you and your
lioness.
sister.
Sorry,
That
lioness.
I get you. I get you. I get you. You got your sisters behind you.
Yes.
Yes. And so that's good. That's good. I think we all feel that way. Come on, ambassadors, don't we? Because this is an amazing network where we connect ourselves with some amazing women and it gives us an opportunity to grow, right? But we're all real people. And so while we're in this network, while we're working our businesses and growing our businesses, we're still moms, And so how is that? Okay, so you said it, you're a single mom, you're raising your
Yes.
girls, and you're doing this thing called life. And so with raising your girls, you're showing them an example of what it takes, right, in order to move through life. But how is navigating that? Because I know that there are times where you have to put the business down, right, and then you have to
Yeah.
do things with the girls that would definitely, bring that, family unity in,
Right.
and things of that nature. And so I know it's tough, right? And so let's speak
It
to the
is.
moms. Let's speak to the single moms. Let's encourage
Well,
some women on tonight.
you
Um,
know, I got you. Let me tell you this. And it's just, I literally just learned this actually maybe last year. I just learned this last year, was I had to put me first. Okay. When basically, as a single mom, you can get caught up on trying to please your kids. So you're spending time with your kids, and then you have to do your business because this is your baby too, and you're doing your business. And then for me, I have dogs. So spending time with the dogs, then you have your family that's like, hey, what about us,
Right.
and you're juggling all these things and you're trying to please all these people. But for me, what my daughters taught me was they saw me breaking down physically, getting more irritable and stuff
Right.
like that. Because though I was pleasing everybody else, I wasn't pleasing myself. I wasn't taking my me
Right.
time. I wasn't taking my self-care time. I wasn't locking
Right.
myself in the room and just being a woosah moment.
Right.
And I was going. But um with me recently and in the last like 5 6 months, I literally take time for me. I go and I get my hair done. I go and I drive and I go eat lunch by myself. I do a lot of more
Nice.
self-care and I give other people less time because it helps me build myself up. I have to be full at all times in order to give out to other people. Other
Yeah.
people get my access.
Absolutely
And
right.
so at the same time, we've like, oh, well, I gotta push myself to please my kids and to spend time with my kids and do, yeah, but you're killing yourself and you're not going to be around for your kids doing it. Your health is in danger doing that. So you have to make sure you do your self-care. You have to make sure you set your boundaries. Boundaries are really important, especially when you deal with people that don't live with you. Like you ain't even in my
Right.
house. You don't know how
Right.
crazy it was a few minutes ago. So you have to put your boundaries there. And then even inside the house, we have to put our boundaries there. But at the same time, I alternate, like I change the way I spend my time. Like if
Okay.
I know I'm gonna have a long day, or if I have a lot of stuff to do, instead of being available for Jaden when she gets home, I'll go have lunch with her during the day at school and let her vent and talk to me there because I want to go to bed early.
Do you
So
meal plan?
no, I'm so bad at that. But my daughter is the best chef ever. And when I tell
Wow.
you that girl be in the kitchen, that's she's actually going into culinary school. They have a
Nice.
program in high school, and when she starts high school next year, guys, oh my god! But
Oh,
she signed up for culinary, so she'll be doing culinary in high school and
my daughter does it. She's
school
in culinary.
in New York. You said who did culinary?
My daughter, she's in culinary
Oh, well, see,
in
I need
high
to get
school.
together. That's what she wants to do. She wants to be a private chef, and she also wants to work at a 5-star restaurant. It's Jeff Ramsey's in New York,
Oh,
somewhere in New York. That's her
okay.
goal.
Okay.
So yeah, but she does the cooking. Thank God. She definitely got that from her other side, and she does the cooking. But she likes to do the cooking. But I can when I need to, like if I have to for like holidays and stuff. But she does most of the cooking. To be honest, yep.
Nice, 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 nice. So, there. Let me see. She spoke of Gordon Ramsay. You said it was in New York.
Yeah, it's some Ramsey restaurant. It's his main one that's in New York. She wants to work
That
at.
would be a cool. That would be a cool birthday gift, like
Yeah.
for like a 16th birthday or something like that.
Well, maybe 15. We might go this year because actually her 16th we're going to Paris. We've been planning this and saving for this.
Nice,
Yeah, she
nice.
wanted to. That was her passport year, but we actually was able to get her passport. So, but yeah, we're going to do the Paris experience in for 16.
Okay.
Definitely, but listen,
He
that's a
has a
really good
couple of
idea for
restaurants in
this year,
Vegas as
though,
well.
huh?
He has a couple of restaurants in Vegas as
He
well.
does, and that's what I
Yeah.
was telling her. I was like, but she was like, she said she wanted the one in New York, and I'm like,
She
you know,
knows what she wants.
yeah, it's cold up there though. It's cold, man.
All right, so you talked a lot about self care, which I love. I
Yes.
love it. I love it because it's a necessity. It's not something that you have to. You know how sometimes we think we may need to do something. No, it's a necessity. It's something that you have to do. You must do. So, what is the go-to self care candle?
The go-to self-care candle is Day at the Spa. It is our lemongrass and jasmine. It's really good for focus, relaxation, and it smells amazing. So Day
It
at the
sounds like
Spa,
it smells
yes, Day
amazing.
at the Spa is definitely my go-to for relaxation. It really just sets any mood, and it's good for
So,
after you
okay,
put on kitchen too.
I know you talked about like, okay, your eucalyptus and things of that nature. So
I
what's your
have that.
go-to candle for sinuses?
So we have the oak moss and amber. So that's our dig deep. And we also do have a eucalyptus spearmint, but that's actually more for stress. That
Okay.
mixture is. But the oak moss and amber, I would definitely say for sinuses, wintertime, it has a nice musky smell to it too. So the men aren't too like, why you got the frou frou in the house? It's not frou frou,
Right.
and but the amber does make it a little bit sweet, and it's just a
Mhm.
really good blend.
Now, what about calm? Like calm and
For
ease.
calming, we do have a lavender. No, I got you. We do
Oh,
have a lavender for calm. That's very, very good for like just period sleeping, calming down, chilling out. So we do have a lavender for that. And that's actually one of Coach Andy's favorites. And
okay.
then it was another one. Let me open this. Our Moonlight, which is going to be a new it's going to be new on the website really soon, but the Moonlight is really good. It's actually a floral and it has a small fruit melody in it, that's very calming.
Okay. Okay, candles. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. All right, guys. So, any questions for Jerica? We are open for questions. We did have
Oh
a
yeah, she did ask
question.
about the
Let me
book.
put it back up. There we go. Can you
Yeah.
tell us more about the book?
Yes, so the book is geared towards helping you become a candle maker in less than 30 days. It gives you all the resources that you need to choose the suppliers that you need so you can find some locally as well as internationally. It also gives you different wick sizes, different types of waxes, different pour temperatures, everything that you would need to make a good quality candle, as well as it's got a workbook in the back that you can write in so
Wow.
that you can decide, like say you make something by mistake, well you got the recipe because you wrote it down. So that's in there. And then we also have the formula for your fragrance oil to your wax makeup. um,
Wow.
and it's
You're
got a
giving the
lot of
secrets.
stuff.
You're
It's
giving
got
away the
notes.
secrets.
Yeah, you can write notes. I mean, it's awesome. It's got all kinds of things in that book, that is going to really help you. Say, I read this book and I produced this from it.
Right. So
And
does anybody listening have a desire or want to make candles? That's pretty cool. Do you offer classes?
yes, we do have candle making classes. They will be starting back up in March. So you'll get the full calendar. It'll be on our website starting in March, on March 4th, actually. I'm going to debut not only the book, but also the candle classes as well. Because how can I tell you how to do something and we not do it together? So,
Listen.
yeah, so we're definitely going to have our candle making classes. They will come with a kit. There'll be Zoom and you can come in person. I'm actually having one on the 24th here in Clarksville in person. It's a candle making class. So I'm really excited about that. I'm so happy. And I'm telling y'all, I didn't even like when I tell y'all this network really pushes you because when I I hadn't thought about doing half of the stuff that I'm doing right now, lately. And it's just like boom, boom, boom. So we have
Boom.
t-shirts coming out as well, guys. We got some merch coming. So I'm excited.
Yay!
Excited.
Got some merch. Yeah, we got some challenges, don't we? We got some things that we need.
And I'm trying
Right.
to knock about because I'm getting ready for the Her Experience Dallas.
Yes, we coming to
I cannot
Dallas.
wait. I am so stoked about that. And I'm just so excited to get there to see y'all, and just be with everybody. It's going to be a great, great time. So, yeah. Oh, website is jjoecandleco.com. So that's JAIJOU candle co.com. And that's on all of our social media websites too as well. So if you follow us, guys, everything is J. Joe Candle Co. across the board.
How important is that? She just said everything is
Oh
J.
my
Joe Candle
gosh.
across the board. Y'all know I love marketing. I love all things marketing. So let's get into it. How
It's so
important is
important.
that?
It's so important. It's so important. Because even though my name is Jerica Watson, even though Jaden's name is Jaden, even though I'm a mama, all that stuff. I have to be able to be identified. My company, rather, has to be able to be identified on its own. It has to hold its own. So I have my own personal social media, but
Okay.
J. Joe Candle Co. has its own social media. It has everything across the board. So if anybody's looking for me, I don't have to say on Instagram, I'm Bossy Mama, and on Clubhouse, I'm Sassy Girl. I am J. Joe Candle Co. everywhere
That's
around. I'm
good.
easy to find, easy to follow, easy to attract different people because you never know what somebody's on. Somebody might not have a Facebook or they might not have an Instagram.
Right.
But they're like, well, they're J. Joe Candle Co. on Instagram. So, well, I'm gonna check out my Facebook and see if I can find them over there. And you
Right.
can, and you can. I'll be there.
That's
So yeah, it's
good.
very
That's
important.
good. That's good. That's good. That's good. All right, guys. Any questions for Jerica? She is a entrepreneur with an entrepreneur's heart. She also does clubhouse bios. Tell us about that.
Yes, so I do Clubhouse bios. I have a link for that, and it's also JJo at Calendly.
Come on,
JJo Candle
J-Jo.
Co. on Calendly. You can click that link and be able to get your Clubhouse bios done. Now, Clubhouse is an amazing platform. It's awesome, but you have to know how to use it. You have to know how to connect with people on it. Otherwise, you're wasting time, and we know time
Okay.
is important. You cannot get it back. So you don't want to be in an environment where you are sitting with people that need you and they can't connect with you because you don't have the right things in place. So I work with people and individuals. I work with companies and individuals to not only monetize their Clubhouse platform, but be able to have everything linked correctly so that the customers can also find them.
Mm-hmm. That's good. That's really, really good. All right. Any questions, guys? As we move forward, we want to thank Jerica for coming. I want to apologize for all the technical difficulties we had on today. Next week, I will be back in my space. But we're going to keep this thing rolling even as I travel. Listen, it's going to get better and better. Listen.
Practice makes
So
perfect.
so excited to have you here on tonight, Jerica. I think it's absolutely amazing what you do and how you have incorporated your kids along the journey. That is something that they will always remember and cherish and know. And if she keeps continuing to walk in that entrepreneur spirit, who knows? She could be a millionaire by the time she gets our age. Listen.
Yes. And I could be sitting somewhere doing nothing.
That's the goal, right?
Yeah, but you're awesome with your daughters too. You have your nail tech, you got
I
your
do.
chef.
I do. I do. We're going to see what's going to happen.
So
Listen,
she's
we're going
doing
to see what's
awesome.
going
I
to happen.
love watching her do your nails. She does really good. Yeah.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited to have a nail tech in my home. I'm very
Hmm.
excited. I was surprised, though, that she, took on to the cosmetology journey. I didn't think any of my kids would.
Oh.
But she will definitely let you know that she is not doing any hair.
Oh.
Um, but she will do some nails.
Yeah.
And so I love it. I love it that she's finally, she's coming to her own. And that's the thing about kids, we got to let them come into, their own, whatever it is that they do. But as parents, they watch us, right? And so she
Right.
watched me for years do this thing. And I knew she felt like in herself that she could do it too. And my mommy can do it. I can do it too. And so that's why it's important for us to be that example for our children, but also to let them carve their own path.
Yeah.
And that's super important. And I've always told her, be yourself, be true to yourself, do what you want to do. Because at the end of the day, what I did to get to where I am, you may not be willing to do.
Right.
And I think that's what most entrepreneurs miss. They think because they see you do something that they could do it too, which they can,
Yeah.
but there's a difference between the two people. It's what the other person is willing to do that the other is not willing to do, right?
Right.
And so
I
it's the
agree.
consistency of the showing up and doing what is required, right? For people to know you.
Yes.
That's important. So
Yeah.
what do you
That
think about that?
consistency, it'll
Let's talk
make
about it.
or break the whole company. Like it'll make or break. You have to be consistent. You have to,
Right.
on days that you don't want to do it, you have to be consistent regardless.
That's good. That's good. Definitely. So how long has it been? How long have you been doing the candles?
Since 2018. Journey was
Listen.
born in 2018. She was born in October. Um, and I want to say we probably started like that early December. Just, because for me, I've always been really close to Jaden. And, it was always us for a while. And I noticed something was different. And thank God the counselors at school did too. And so we
Okay.
all kind of like collaborated and I got on it real quick.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll definitely be here for the journey. I know that it's going to be a good one. You guys have been in business for quite some time. You guys have been
Yeah.
consistent in your movement. And I know you're rebranding, right?
We did, yeah. So J. Joe Candle Co. is the rebrand. We
Okay.
started Magic Scents by J. Joe. And we changed to J. Joe Candle Co. just this year, January 1st. And I want to say it was hard, remembering that in the beginning. But the more you say it, the more it's there. And so J. Joe Candle Co. Is our new company and our new name and our new rebrand.
Well, congratulations on your rebranding. Lakeisha wants to know, what is the name of the box that you showed? How do I find it? Let's see the
It
box again
is, yes. This is, oops,
because
sorry.
I
This is
missed it.
our, it's okay.
I
This
popped
is
out
our
for a
discovery
second.
box. You get 6 candles. These are 2-ounce candles, and you get 6 of them. And it is on the website under Discovery Box. And I will send you the link, Miss Lakeisha, if you can't find it. But you should be able to type in the search bar Discovery Box. And also, guys, for you guys that are going to be going to our website, that are new to our website, you can use the code LOVEJAI, and you get buy one get one half off on all of our products.
Nice. All right. So one more time, how can people reach you and find you?
Our website is www.jaijoucandleco.com. That's jjoecandleco.com. Also on all social media platforms.
All right, guys. So we're going to say goodbye to Jerica. Thank you
Bye.
so
Thank
much
you,
for coming
Tori.
in. I really enjoyed this. I appreciate you so much, sis. Guys, go and support her website. We're going to say goodbye. Bye, Jerica. All right, so let's make sure that we support one another as we move in this season. It's important, right? And so, whenever you support a small business, you are supporting a dream. You're supporting a movement. You are supporting Jerica and her daughter as they grow this business together. I think it's absolutely amazing. All right, guys. So let's govern ourselves accordingly to the announcements. We're coming to
Yes.
Dallas. We are coming to Dallas. So all roads are leading to Dallas. So make sure, guys, that you are tuning in, getting your tickets. I want to see you in Dallas. Cora Jakes is going to be there. Dr. Connie is going to be there. All the herpreneurs are going to be there. Listen, we have so many speakers that are coming to pour into you. It's going to be amazing. And I always say this, never underestimate a room full of entrepreneurs. It's your opportunity to grow, it's your opportunity to network, and it's your opportunity to learn. And we are still looking for vendors, and we are also looking for speakers, guys. And so let's let's travel this year. We got the Strong Her Retreat coming up. We got so many opportunities. The herpreneurs are going to be in California. They're going to be in Mississippi. It's so many opportunities, right? To be on the move as we move in this season. So we want to see you somewhere. So meet us in Dallas, meet us in Destin, meet us in California, meet us in Mississippi. We cannot wait to see you. And so this has been a really good talk on tonight. I'm thankful for my herpreneur sister, and we'll be right back here on next Monday with no technical difficulties. Oh
No.
my gosh! But we'll be right back here on next Monday. I absolutely love this. I love how we can come together. We can learn one another, right? We learn things about each other, and it's absolutely amazing. So I am Torri Hammond, your host and the CEO of Sassy Hair Care Products, the author of book Go and Grow. I am the owner of Bold and Sassy Hair Designs that is located in Arlington, Texas. I'm a certified business coach and a lead ambassador in the network, the regional director for the West Coast, and your host for the Herpreneur Network Talks. All right, guys. And so I will see you again right back here on next Monday. And as always, listen, just be classy, just be sassy, just be you, because no one can do you quite like you do. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Have a good night. Bye.